What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Guys, you know, I don't like to bring a lot of news on here about one of our brothers, especially from the African American community, being killed. Okay, I talked about this a few weeks ago about the young man, Indian Red Boy. You know, he was from the Inglewood family. We saw what happened to him. But this brother Gonzoe, a lot of people had a lot of respect for him in the hip hop community, especially in the West Coast hip hop community. He was strongly affiliated with Tupac and Ice Cube. And he was recently shot and killed in Seattle, or outside of Seattle. Okay. And media reports said that he was shot near Roxbury Lane. Okay. Now, details are foggy on this. You know, there's a lot of people putting their rest in pieces up for brother Gonzoe and things like that. But, you know, there is a particular story that media take out that's saying that he was set up. And then there was a brother that was, if you look at this link I'll put there, one of his closest friends, Phalos Angeles, and I heard part of the clip. You know, brother Gonzoe was doing some things. He had, you know, set up a little boxing league. You know, he had a beef with Bosco 100, but then they squashed it. They set up a boxing league. They was doing their thing, man. And you have a brother here that is doing this stuff. He's getting paid. He has something going on. What happens is that a lot of ladies are not used to black men having stuff. And this is exactly what the brother said. You know, that Gonzoe had his stuff right. He had his paper together. And when a certain woman was giving him some problems, he ain't gonna put up with that. And that's something that a lot of guys need to be ready for. Sometimes when you cut people off, I don't know if this is the truth, but you know, he's saying that a female sent somebody to shoot him. And what do we mean by sending? It ain't like putting the hit out on somebody, but what can she go and say? Oh, he did this to me. He touched me. You know, he forced himself on me. You know, or he's talking about you. He said he gonna do this to you. I heard him say it. Just all kind of trifling stuff. The man ain't said nothing like that, but you can't take it because you feel like, you know, he's a black man and, you know, you look good and you fine and stuff and you used to get in your way, but everybody not gonna give you your way. So because you could be petty, and I don't know if this is the truth, but this is what the guy said, you want to end his life, or you want to teach him a lesson, or you didn't think he was gonna get that far. And this is kind of very similar to, I don't know if Indian Red Boy situation was this deep, but Indian Red Boy supposedly was set up by a woman. Okay, under different circumstances, it appears, but set up by a woman. This is a brother that was doing his thing. And I want black men to know that a lot of times when we get on, you know, we can be feeling ourselves a little bit. I'm not saying that was brother Gonzoe's case, but you know, a lot of times we got to be real careful as guys who are trying to be high value black men. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. We can't just deal with everybody because it's retaliations for turning people down. Look at Mike Tyson. I'm gonna give you an example. Mike Tyson lost 3 years of his life on a lie, I believe. Okay, all because he didn't want to walk the lady out to the car, feeling some kind of way. The same chicks that be throwing themselves at you, all of a sudden be the same ones trying to wash you. Look at Bill Cosby. Okay, like guys got to start looking at this because even in jail, you have brothers, man, that are in there because some woman told them, oh yeah, he did this to me. You know, you should go, you know, do this. The dude go and retaliate. And then at the end of the day, found out the guy had nothing to do with that. So you done lost your life behind somebody else. It's a lot of brothers in jail because of that. All because some lady that in her feelings, you know, wanted you to get at somebody else because she wouldn't do it herself. So she used somebody else to do it. I'm not saying it always happening, but it does happen. And if this is true, that a brother that was doing some things, you know, got his life together, you know, had things going on, he get killed over a female not wanting to accept rejection, and we don't want to talk about that, man. You know how many people are petty behind that? Look at, I can prove it to you. Look at many black men that have kids. Baby mama, you don't want to put up with her stuff no more. So because he's a brother, he's supposed to put up with your stuff. He don't want to put up with your stuff no more. He tired of you. Let me just co-parent, get somebody else that want to act right. Then all of a sudden after that, now all of a sudden you got to be terrible. Now all of a sudden you don't want him to see the kid. Now you got all kind of mental warfare on him. You know, now you telling the son that he don't love him. And then, but the child support payments is coming every month though. You going over all around the city, bashing him. I saw it on Ayanna Fix My Life. This lady went and lied and said her husband was sleeping with her daughters and never did it and lied just because she wanted to get back at him. Just petty. Just lying. Because you don't want to deal with him no more. And the reality is that, boo, if he don't want to deal with you no more, he got options. See, a lot of ladies want to deal with guys who have a lot of money, guys who are successful, but you don't want to deal with the other part of that is he got options. And he ain't got to put up with you if he don't want to. See, that's the part that a lot of ladies don't want to deal with. But you're going to have to deal with that part if you want to deal with the fact that he got money. You don't want to deal with it. So because you don't want to deal with it, let's be hella petty. Let me go tell some other dude that you really don't like, oh yeah, he beat me, he did this. You know, the dude's a simp. You know, so you're going to send this dude to fight this dude or send this dude to bully. Now these two dudes got beef over the female and she goes scot-free, and neither one of y'all end up getting her. She go to somebody else.
Oh my God.
It happens all the time. And I want to just caution guys, you know, I would really work against, you know, just dealing with chicks for the purpose of just messing with them. You know, I'm not saying Brother Gonzoe do that, but you know, like if it's not serious, you know, if you don't, if you feel, because your life's on the line, you know, it's on the line. Depending on who you, everybody ain't gonna be able to take rejection like that. They can hand rejections out. They can't deal with being rejected. When they can't deal with being rejected, they get paranoid, some of them. They do stupid stuff. And our brother ain't here no more, all because allegedly some lady couldn't really deal with the high value man she want. You know, and older brothers too that got money, they ain't gonna be dealing with all that. You know, so guys, but what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. Check out the Black and Her Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.